Hi there, welcome to my presentation for CSC 842 Security Tool Development. My name is Gerald Chikukwa, and I have a script, a Python script, and this script or tool will detect the network scope of the network in which the machine that is running it is attached, displays host IP address, subnet mask, and gateway. It also displays IP addresses for the hosts on the network with the status of live or inactive. This is developed for Windows platform only, so I had no time to look at different platforms. So this idea was actually from the spreadsheet here, but I just give it my own twist. So and that's where I got the idea. And we'll look at bar napkin requirements. Basically, what's happening here on our script would look at gathering information from the host, basically getting the IP address, subnet mask, and gateway, and actually displaying it. And that's the host part. And then we'll display the hosts on the network. So what we do on the how we display the host on the network is we creating a network range from 1 to 255, and then we iterate through those uh, IP address from IP addresses from IP addresses, I mean. So we iterate through the IP addresses and try to figure out which one is active, which one is not. So that's that for that, and we'll go to our um, Python script here, and basically it's just saying the same thing I just talked about, the purpose of the script, and that it is ran on a Windows machine and not been tested on other platforms, but it was developed just specifically for the Windows machine, and there are no software dependencies needed to run this script. So the script displays the following on the host machine. It displays the host information, so which is the IP address, subnet mask, gateway, and on the hosts on the network it will display IP addresses and the status, which is either live or inactive. So that's what's on our GitHub here, and so we do have also our script here on GitHub. So basically, it imports all the necessary modules we need, and then it runs into main. And in main, we do have the net faces interface, the net faces module that basically iterates through the interfaces to find the IP address, subnet mask, and the gateway. So once it displays that, that's how we get our host information. And as we go down here, we see that we do have to create an IP range. So our IP range is between 1 to 255. So our IP range was going to be through 1 to 255, but we do know that our IP address is in the network that starts with 192.168.1. So what we're doing basically is to generate the last octet on here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 255. So we're going to iterate the last octet, adding 1, 2, 3, and what it does basically goes through here and it tries to ping every IP address generated. So pretty much generating the IP address, the IP addressing here, and pinging that IP addressing. So once, if you're able to ping that IP addressing or not, it is determined right here. So once we determine if we can ping an IP address or not, then we have to display that. So if the result is not, you know, if there's no result, then it prints out inactive. So if it doesn't ping anything, then it comes out as inactive host. And then if the IP pings something, then it's printed down here as uh, a live host. So it displays IP address and if it is a live host. So that's how our script works. So we are going down here and we're gonna look at the actual script on my computer here, and I'm going to change the range here to a smaller number, uh, where we just put 20 here. So that for the sake of not, let's just put 40 for the sake of time for my video here. Just a demonstration of how the script works. So I'm going to run the script python network scope.py. Oops, wrong. Okay, network scope.py. So as we can see that, I mean, our IP addresses are being generated and being tested if they are active or live. So we'll wait until we get to the last 40 here. Um, so when you go back up here, we see that, I mean, the host information, it's presented here. So our host IP address, it's 192.168.1.60. Our subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Our gateway is 192.168.1.1. So this is our actual IP address for the computer, and then it displays the host, the local host. So basically, local host, which is 127 dot 0.0.1, and the subnet mask it's 255.0.0.0, and the gateway is the same as 192.168.1.1. And then as you can see, the first IP address generated and tested on the network, it actually shows a live host. And then it goes through, generates all different IP addresses, uh, and then we get to here, it shows this one is as a live host, and then it generates a bunch of IP addresses and try to ping them and they're inactive, and then it comes to this one and it's a live host. So it's pretty, just a simple script that I have came up here. uh, if I had more time, I would have tried to make it compatible on all platforms and stuff. But for future direction here, we talked about future direction. What I'll do with the future direction is I'll look at this idea here, and ideas here. What I could add on to that is what it will do to the script. The script will detect if there are any files on the asset which the script is being run, and secondly, it will go out to the gateway and attempt to check if there's any firewall protecting the network. As an added bonus, I could attempt to contact other live assets on the network and determine if they are protected by a file and retain a list of file protected assets on the file. So that would be the next step and the next direction I'll take. Thank you.